Hi everyone, welcome back to another World of Warships Blitz video. First off, I'm going to apologize if the audio sounds off. I tried to make some adjustments and I ended up killing my mic for a while, so this is like my fourth time trying to record this video. We'll see what happens, but again, if it sounds like crap, I'm sorry, I do apologize for it, but I really want to get this out. Early access for the Pan American battleships started today. In theory, I think you can get the Tier 8. Now follow me on this one. Obviously, you see what the event shop's looking like. This is why I say in theory you should be able to get the Tier 8. You got the straight up 100 victory grind for the tokens. Get you about 13,000. This is where I have a question. Obviously, it says event time up top, 521 to 522. If this runs multiple days, obviously you fight 5 battles, you get a key. Win 5 battles, get 1,000 more tokens. Be MVP twice, get 2,000 more tokens. The big question is, how long does this run? Is this consecutive days? Is it a one-time thing? I don't know the answer to that. We do have all the unique camos for sale for 14,500 gold. I'm not sure about that one. And then we have the key. The free key, or if you want to spend gold to try to get ships you're going to get for free here in the future, more power to you. Just so you guys see, drop rates, 0.33, 0.66, 1% for the Tier 8 to Tier 10. Alright, let's talk about the ship, though. The Libertad. I'm having a little trouble trying to figure out if she's broke or balanced. You know, it's just one of those things. If you let this thing have free reign on the battlefield, obviously the amount of damage that it can put out is ridiculous. But that's pretty true of most ships at Tier 10. So, like I said, I'm having a little trouble with it. I do think the main gun reload is a little short. I think that needs to be increased a little bit. I'm going to say that now. Let's talk about the ship, though. Okay, guys. I've tried both of these. I've tried the improved main armor belt, and I've tried secondary gun specialization. Obviously, you see where I got it now, secondary guns. The improved main armor belt, even though you're going to see the stats here in a minute, look good, it doesn't feel that way. And I've showed you guys on that post yesterday where to hit this ship to get citadels. You know, right in between the two stacks there is a prime spot to full pen this ship. So if you can hit there reliably, you can put this ship out pretty quick. The camouflage is here. I think the alternate camo is the better one stat-wise. Firing range, shell dispersion, auto secondary range, and surface detection. The historical cannibal, it's usable. Hit points, firing range, secondary range for your autos, but you get torpedo damage reduction. You know, so honestly, the alternative one's a little bit better. Alright, the details of the ship. Obviously, this line's got these combat instructions. Very easy to activate these. One good main gun salvo, or one main salvo from, try to spit this out right. One main gun salvo can activate your combat instructions. And as you guys saw in that clip that I introed in with, that was one brawl with a Yamato, and I activated them twice. So that should tell you something. And you get an engine accelerator too, which is pretty damn handy. Alright, let's talk about the actual ship stats itself. Survivability wise, you got 58,000 hit points to play with. The citadel protection and damage reduction look nice, but I don't feel it. And from what somebody was telling me, this thing's got 100 millimeters of deck armor, and that would explain everything. As I said, if you can land deck shots consistently on the ship, you can cripple it pretty fast. And fire and flooding resistance, torpedo damage reduction, nothing great there. She's pretty quick, especially when you factor in an engine accelerator, 29 knots. Time to full speed, 19 seconds, not terrible. Turns like a brick, though. Alright, the big thing here, the 419s. Look at that reload time, 19.5 seconds. When you got the supplies on, 19-second reload on these guns. Like I said, I think that needs to get increased a little bit. To make up for it, though, you've got only a range of 14 almost 14.5 kilometers. So most of the other battleships at tier 10 outrange you by probably a kilometer. Main battery AP damage, nice, 1900 alpha. Turret traverse, 7 degrees a second, really nice. You've got the two 34mm secondaries, 5 per side, 6-second reload, almost 8 kilometers in range. Very nice alpha on that. On those, a 2% chance of starting fires. The game I'm going to show you, that's the most fires I've ever set on this ship. I set 5, and I was amazed. Normally, it's like 1 or 2 fires per game. I've gotten some citadels, actually, on these things, which is pretty crazy. And a 13 degree per second turret traverse on them, so they get on target pretty quick. Auto secondaries, 4 per side, 6-second reload, almost 7-kilometer range. Again, decent alpha on the HE shells. The AA, really not helpful. And that surface detection of just under 10 kilometers, which you can build in with supplies if you wanted to. All right. This is the way I've gone with the ship. You know, I've tried the auxiliary armament mod 1, get those secondary ranges out a little bit more. I kind of like the main battery mod 3, just because you're not always going to be able to get yourself into a good secondary range. It's just a question of how the battle's playing out and how aggressive you can get with the ship. So, with some of the camping battleships we've seen, I like the main battery mod 3. Acceleration for me, I think that's the way to go. I mean, you could try steering here, but I like the acceleration myself. And then, obviously, I built into the surface detection. We look at supplies. I've been running improved crew rations, preventative maintenance, and refined diesel over the high-grade coal. Totally up to you. I think everything works, but obviously you want the crew rations for the reload times. Besides that, I've got Isabella here, spec'd out like my main account, level 13. Just for the frenziness skill to bump up the reload times on those secondaries and push that range out a little bit more. The horizontal protection expert plus, you know, it's a huge help on Atlantico, not so much on this ship. So I'm gonna get the game up for you guys. You got to see that clip. You'll get to see the game. It's pretty nice. 154,000. Again, I was left to my own devices and able to push when I wanted to. So it worked out great. So with that, I'm going to get the game up for you, and I hope you enjoy it. All right. Well, I mean, the match is great. Haku, Master of Oblivion ×2, Vermont, Zal, Petro, Daring. Just gonna get the sound right. I adjusted my sound once, and it's been a disaster. So I'm going to apologize now. The sound's just been an epic disaster since I tried messing with it. Alright, what do we got here? What do we got? Alright, we got a hot racer with us. Question is, where's their DD spawning? Are we mirror spawned? I'm so flustered with this sound issue that it's driving me nuts. Alright. Zow. Means DD's and A's, that's good. And a Vermont, not so good.
Enemy team captured the area.
I mean, what we want is Zow to come out, obviously. Alright, there's the Master of Oblivion.
Our team captured the area. Our team captured the area.
Alright, we gotta figure torpedoes are coming in from Zal. He's not gonna give me a shot.
We're under attack.
Alright, so we just hit the Vermont. There's Zal torpedoes.
Torpedoes.
Oh, where was that combat instructions before? Alright, so we just leave that to the aircraft carrier. Looks like he's taking care of that. Maybe not. Yeah, he's got him. Okay. Alright, we can push now.
Nice shot.
I mean, we're doing alright because we're not being messed with, but... Alright, I don't know if I can lob the island onto Vermont. Alright, see how the combat instructions pumped up my manual secondaries. He's out.
Target hit. Enemy team captured the area.
I mean, is Vermont just going to hang out back there? If he is, that's fine. He ate all the torpedoes, so let's just go. I mean, we know where their DD is. I should have done this a little earlier, but hey.
Engine boost activated.
I gotta get firing angles on this damn Vermont. Alright, so you see how slow this thing turns too. Alright, Petro's in front of us. DD's still hanging around by ACAP. So as soon as we can clear the island here, we'll just finish Vermont up. Well, maybe Petro's going to give us a shot. I don't know. Alright, let's just finish Vermont up. We don't want him sitting on our broadside. We've got plenty of hit points left. Don't stress Petro in front of me. Alright, we'll just leave Vermont cook. Pop that heel.
We hit the enemy. Enemy aircraft incoming. Good job. We're hit. Enemy ship destroyed.
Oh, engine boost up, and let's just go.
Engine boost activated.
Now, we know where the CV is. I'm just letting Vermont cook. Forget him. He's fine. He's dead. Never mind. All right, we got our combat instructions ready to go. We'll be detected here any second, and he's going to be detected. So which way did he go? That's the question.
Capture the area.
That way a little bit?
Our team captured the area. Enemy ship locked. Our team is about to win.
Like I said, second combat instructions works on your secondaries, and your manual secondaries.
Target hit. Enemy aircraft incoming. Target penetrated. Enemy aircraft incoming.
So, there it is in a nutshell. That's like the perfect game. So we didn't get targeted, which is perfect. You guys saw in the clip what happens when you get kind of focused. This is, I don't know, like I said, a picture perfect game. Now, is you gonna say the ship's broken because we did that, or was it just the fact that we didn't get focused and we're able to do what the ship does right? The main guns, though, I mean, 92 shell hits for 112,000 damage versus the secondaries. I mean, that's pretty massive. We did start a fire, though, at least. A couple fire. We got 5 fires that time. So that's nice. That's actually the most fires I've ever set on this ship. Yeah, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below, man. And, you know, it's... Like I said, I'm still struggling to figure out what the ship is. Broken or balanced. Let me know what you think.